Today we're going to be talking about, hold on a second. Today we're going to be talking about obstacles and oneness. So, many people may or may not feel like they experience obstacles regarding different things in their lives. And when we say obstacles, this could also mean challenges. The challenges that we experience in life. The things that we feel are stopping us from achieving a certain goal or purpose. And so these obstacles can bring about feelings of frustration or anger. It can cause us to lose hope, maybe, or take us into a realm of negative emotions. And what we are realizing is that, and this is the dynamic beauty of our universe, of our source. We are all one. Everything is one. And this can bring up many questions in itself. Like, how can you and I be one if you have your decisions that you make and I have my decisions that I make? So it's this dynamic expression of God, of Source. And many of us have heard that we are spiritual beings having a physical experience. And so is everybody else. And there can be a separateness, like this person is not part of me, or this group is definitely not who I am. We might say that group is an obstacle to my freedom. We might say that individual is a challenge or an obstacle to my success. And start to create separation between, in this outside world of what we're experiencing. And it's really hard for us to realize that that is us, and there is only one. And this is not to be in a self-centered way either. So one of the keys to this is love and compassion. So when we start to get those negative feelings of this challenge or this obstacle is actually guiding us. And we are made up of water. We're like 78% water. So we really can be like water. And what does water do when there's an obstacle? Usually it keeps moving, or it finds a way. Whether it goes deeper into the ground, or flows over or around the obstacle. stagnant water is not an ideal situation. So it's like, and water inherently strives to move. It even evaporates. It, vaporizes. It changes form. It's unusual for it to just sit for like a really extended period of time. And it's teaching us about obstacles and how to move around and clear obstacles. So what does this have to do with the oneness? That we are all one. That everything that I see outside of me is a reflection of what's within. When I see or encounter an obstacle, and there's so many different kinds, inner, outer, but it doesn't matter because it's all one. But so when we encounter an obstacle, first thing is gratitude for the obstacle. Gratitude for it presenting itself. It wouldn't present itself if we weren't ready to handle it energetically. And that may not be something that our little ego wants to deal with, but it is something that we can deal with. It is doable. So, gratitude for the challenge, gratitude for the obstacle, and then understanding, love and understanding. This obstacle, this challenge is a reflection of something that is happening within. We could call it a block that is to be cleared. It's for healing. So, in a way, you could say, and it also guides us, because it's not only a clearing and a healing, but it's also showing us that there's another way. And don't fight it. Be like water. Don't be stagnant. Don't let it stagnate you. Figure out a way to go deeper within, into the, water table. Become lighter, evaporate, turn into a rainbow. Go around it. Go over it, go under it. I mean, there's so many different ways to greet these obstacles. And those obstacles come to us for blessing. And an authentic blessing. Don't bless it until you feel like you can really bless it from your heart. So, I know that it says to fake it till you make it, and maybe some people are able to do that. But give it time for healing to love, so that there's or just take time to have that gratitude for these challenges and these obstacles. Because that is us. And how do we want to treat ourselves? Do we want to treat ourselves with love or disdain? And this goes back to the oneness. And it's not just disdain. As you notice your environment around you, we encourage sending love and blessings and light, and because we are literally sending it to ourselves. And that which we see out here is a reflection of a part of who we are. And I mean, there's so many different, do you feel pity for that being? Do you feel sadness, anger, joy? You know, there's this wide range of emotions. When we see a certain type of person, do we feel a certain type of way? Or when we think of a certain situation, do we think of, you know, have a certain feeling associated? So these are all areas for healing within us. And then this goes back to the oneness. We are all unique individual expressions of God, and there is no judgment. There are so many different vibrations within the source energy, and none of them are bad or good. They are that, and they are to be loved. Everything is for love. So if we see someone and we say, wow, that person's life is really bad, we're first of all, we're sending that energy right back to ourselves, saying our life is really, by putting it on somebody else, we're also putting it here. It is not our place to judge. And all beings are part of the same source, expressing God, a spiritual being in a physical body experiencing. So if we do see someone that we say, oh, that person has a bad life, or making some judgment, or oh, that person has a good life, or jealous, I want that. Instead of those feelings, what we can do is try to lift our own vibrations and bring up this love for all, because that person having a hard life is also me, it's us. That person having a great life is also us. How do we react to ourselves? Do we react to ourselves with love and compassion? And we can see this when we react to others and other situations, groups, etc., etc. And it's okay if we have like a gut reaction, a gut feeling. It's just to recognize, oh wow, that's part of myself that I'm having that feeling or that experience around it. How do I want to be treated? This is the golden rule. Do I want to be treated and respected as a sovereign being? Do I want to be pitied? Do I want people to be jealous of me? Do I want people to respect me? Whatever you're doing to others is actually what we're doing to ourselves. So during this time and all time, we're imploring that we raise our vibration. That no matter what we experience, what comes to us, how it appears, that we can treat it with the same love and the same respect as any being. That we don't put one person here and another person here, like uneven. This person is so good, this person is trash person. So just, because that's what we're doing within. What parts of us do we think are so good, and what part do we think is trash? And when the obstacles do present themselves, how do we treat those situations, circumstances? It's literally all here for healing, for that self-love, but it's all love. It's one love. Because we are one. And this is our practice as human beings. So we're super blessed. Super blessed. And we can bless everything. And one thing that, like from our last retreat, we talked, and all retreats, we talk a lot about raising our vibration. And the teachings, and they are always here for us. And these are universal truths. What raises your vibration? This is important to remember. And to just love and respect each other, all beings. Take care, and to love and respect those obstacles and allow them to, maybe they won't be removed, but we move because we can be like water, very flexible, amazing beings. So thank you for joining us today. We now will have our deep level meditation.